So here, this is actually a really fun one. Um, I want this to all of a sudden be set in space, just for a little bit of visual intrigue. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a viewport, which is essentially just a screen that projects a really, really high quality image. Um, and I'm using a picture of Pluto from NASA, which is, by the way, if you guys don't use stuff like that, like NASA just has amazing images of all sorts of things that you probably didn't know existed until you see it. I highly recommend using that. So here you see that I put it as an emissive, and I'm using a glass material and using it as a label with transparency. Instead, you can see it's plugged into the opacity as well. So because it's basically just the planet surrounded by blackness. If you turn that into the opacity, you get this, which I think was really cool. A really nice effect. Um, so I'm kind of tweaking it around a little bit. I wanted to put some texture on the screen so that it didn't look like it was just like a hole towards outer space. Um, but a part of me thinking about it more thinks that might be cool, and it might be. I mean, those screens might just be that good. You know what I'm saying? Like a screen that's just so good, it just looks like you just have a window towards space. That might be how these things would look in the future. So maybe that's something to consider. Maybe I do want it to be just like this door, and maybe I just have it in mid light, which I did at one point here. I just had it in mid light, and I think that maybe would be a better way of conveying that it's a screen, something more subtle.